Hey you, yeah you, the one that's about to watch this video. You didn't hear about it? I just launched my new Instagram, Juan Gotti Sports Network. Go ahead, go over there and give me a follow. It's free, and we cover anything DC sports related or anything sports related from all major sports, whether that's MLB, NHL, NBA, or NFL. I promise you won't regret it. We cover everything, whether you're a Knicks fan and you're a Giants fan, whether you're a Redskins fan. Although we are DC sports here as fans, we do cover every other sports league and every other sports team. So go ahead and give me a follow. I promise you won't regret it. Link in the description. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another video. And in today's video, we have not no news, but something that I wanted to come on here and talk about. As you can see, probably since this whole thing has been going on, I haven't wore anything Redskins related. That's kind of weird. Honestly, it is. Feels weird not wearing Redskins stuff when I make a video. I think I did wear one yesterday. I'm mistaken. I think I did. I could be wrong though. But I'd really, if I did, then that's probably the first time in a couple weeks or days rather, because this whole thing is just draining. So YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another video, and in today's video, you already know what we're talking about here. We're talking about the name change once again. So, before we get into today's video, actually, I just want to say, because I know you guys are probably getting drained about the name change videos just as much as me. But this is most likely going to be the last video until the name is actually revealed, because I'm just tired of all the speculations of, oh, it's the Red Wolves, Fred Smoot said this, Charles Haley, or Pete Haley, sorry, said this, fake Adam Schefter said this. There's so much just going on, and I'm tired of it. I'm just going to sit back and wait until the actual official name is revealed. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about our young players and just our players in general. Do you think the middle of the name change, or the name change in the middle of this whole pandemic going on, we already had enough to deal with that because we have a rookie staff coming in, with the mix of the pandemic, and then now this, talking about the name change, do you think that's going to affect the on-field play in 2020 if we have a season? It's most likely seem like we're going to have a season, but that's just the question of the day. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington football team. And let's get straight into today's video. So, will the name change affect the Washington Redskins players as on-field play in 2020 for no longer playing as the Washington Redskins in a way? So, before we get into that, it was just so many speculations coming out yesterday of about it's confirmed the Washington Redskins are going to be named the Red Wolves. Fred Smoot came out and said that it's going to be 80,000 fans howling. He can't wait for that. So it's like Fred Smoot already is confirming that the name is the Washington Red Wolves, but it just hasn't been officially put out by the Washington Redskins or Dan Snyder himself. They said in the next coming days it's going to be named official. Some people still think it's going to be the Warriors. People still think it's going to be the Red Tails. I really hope it's the Washington Red Wolves. Fred Smoot and every other people that are, insiders or just have something to do with the Redskins have been, pushing for the Washington Red Wolves. Give the fans what they want, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are putting money in your pocket. Honestly, let's just be real. So, with that being said, we had Fred Smoot tweet out about 80,000 fans howling on third down, fourth down. And then he also made a tweet and said, my children will be known by the Washington Red Wolves, or will be known the team as the Washington Red Wolves, or something like that. And then other people, another reporter, I can't remember his name, but he tweeted out a NWO picture of back in the day when they were called the Wolf Pack. He was responding to Fred Smoot tweet. So it's something brewing here that we don't know about, but it has to be something. Honestly, it really does, because if it is not and they're just trolling or whatever, or if they end up being wrong, I mean, I guess I can't be mad at them, but then again, I am, because it's just like, why are you getting us all hyped up about this, man? You work for the Redskins, so we're gonna take your word. We're gonna believe you, because you are actually an insider for the Washington Redskins. It's like if JP Finley came out and said something about the Werewolves, because I think he did actually, we would believe him, and if he was wrong, JP is rarely wrong. He's never wrong, actually. I never experienced him being wrong. The only thing I ever experienced with JP was when Quentin Dunbar tried to lie on him, and JP had to come out and say that I wouldn't risk my career for one story or something like that. I know you guys remember that, the whole Quentin Dunbar saga. But I really, JP really has never been wrong, in my opinion. So if it was for JP to come out and he says it's the Red Wolves, or leads us on like Fred Smoot is doing, and then he's wrong, I would be mad. But then again, it's just like it's JP, man. He knows his stuff 99% of the time. So if he was wrong about the Washington Red Wolves name, then they weren't really ever considering naming us the Washington Red Wolves if he was wrong, because JP is rarely wrong. Now, Fred Smoot, on the other hand, I really haven't been, I don't know too much about Fred Smoot as a reporter. I know him for playing for the Redskins and the Vikings, of course, as far as on-field play. But as a reporter or insider, I'm not really too familiar with his work, so I wouldn't know how to trust his word. But I'm pretty sure, since he's a Redskins faithful, and he's faithful to the organization, and they probably told him about the name change because it's probably already done. He knows something, and he's trying to leak us onto something or put us onto something without actually saying we're the Washington Red Wolves. So, after giving you a little background story, because we're going to be talking about more about this when the actual name is revealed, we're going to take a deep dive back into when this all first started as far as tweets and stuff, and then we're going to go back into the Pete Haley's tweets, the John Kynes, the JP's, the Fred Smoots, and all the other guys' tweets. But now with that out the way and a little backstory to catch y'all up to speed, because we haven't really talked about the name change in a couple days, I don't think so. So, I had to catch y'all back up. Now, moving on to the topic question of the day. Will it affect our players in 2020? Me personally, and I know a lot of people out there that watch my videos are going to agree with me on this, I don't think it is at all. Honestly, I don't, because I don't think players are that, involved, unless you're players that really care about the brand more than yourself or more than your paycheck. And I don't think it's no player out there that really, believes that or are that deep into the brand that they play for, then more than their paycheck. Let's be real. So I don't think, honestly, it's not going to affect our guys at all. I don't think it is, just for the simple fact that they're still playing with their teammates. And quite frankly, half of the people on the team that have been here for more than 4 years, and I know that number is slowly decreasing because it's starting to be a lot of young guys, but guys like Ryan Kerrigan, Ryan Anderson, you could throw Deron Payne and John Allen in there, Matt Ioannidis, guys that has some multiple years under their belt, more than 2, you could throw them in there and ask them how it's been playing for the Washington Redskins. They're gonna say they probably gonna say it's good because they love the Redskins as a team. But honestly, it's been crappy because we haven't been winning nothing. So I know players are probably like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with a new rebrand. Let's rebrand the team name. Let's rebrand well, they said they're going to keep the same schemes, but let's just rebrand the team name and get a fresh start, man. Let's just do it because it ain't been nothing good coming out of DC for the last 20, 30 years. So why continue this curse? Some people think it's a curse. I'm going to keep my opinion on that quietly because I don't know if it's a curse or not. But a lot of people think it's a curse. The Washington Redskins is a curse. So why not change the name, start fresh, and hopefully rejuvenate what's been missing in the city for some years? Because we really miss having winning football. Me being young, that my dad and people that's been alive to witness the Super Bowls has told me how not rejuvenated but more so fired up and excited and hyped and how crazy it was when the Redskins won them 3 Super Bowls, man. And I really want to experience that really badly. And I know the people that even experienced those Super Bowls are still itching to witness another Super Bowl in the modern day era. Now, I really just want to witness a Super Bowl, honestly. Is it more than I asked for? Honestly, I don't think it is. I just want to witness one. We came out for the Caps, we came out for the Nets, but we know really if the Wizards or the football team, the Washington football team, I was about to call them the Redskins, but I'm still going to call them the Redskins actually. The Washington Redskins, more so the Washington Redskins than the Wizards. If they win the Super Bowl, Ooh, man, we already know how it's gonna be. From DC to Maryland to Virginia, it's gonna be a party for, I would say, a month straight, man. Honestly, and you guys know, if you guys live in this area, you know how passionate we are about our football team. And people like to say, well, they're not as passionate, because if they were passionate, they would still show up to the games when they're losing. Is that not showing that passion that we actually care? Why would we want to watch something that's terrible on-field play, waste our hard-earned money on terrible play, and just, we can watch it at home or just not watch it at all? Like one of my teachers last year in school, he's the most die-hard Redskins fan I ever witnessed. Outside of me, of course, because I'm ain't nobody talking me. But my teacher, he's a die-hard Skins fan, and last year, he didn't even watch. I would say after, let's see, I'll probably say after week 6. Probably after week 6, he probably just gave up. He did not care. Honestly, we beat the Dolphins week 6, but still, we really didn't care. And he just stopped watching the games. And I would tell him, like, did you see the game last night? Like, nah, man, Pringle, I wasn't watching the game, man. I was on vacation. So it was just like. It was just like, man, it was poor to watch last year. And I really believe with the new rebranding, I'm getting excited for whatever it is. Hopefully it's not the Warriors, because that's the only name that I really don't want. I really don't want the Warriors. So as long as it's not the Warriors, then I'll celebrate for whatever it is. As long as it's not nothing dumb, like the Presidents or the Roosevelts or something dumb, or the Warriors. Whatever it is, as long as we can keep HTTR, I'll be excited. And I don't think none of our players really care about what the name is. As long as they can go out there and play with their brothers and collect their paycheck, they won't care. I really just believe that it's time for a new start. I think it's time for something new and give us the Redskins fan base some fresh air, because we've been saddened for the past 20 years. Me more importantly, the most memorable moments I can remember is the 2012 loss, the 2015 loss, the 2016 loss, where we would have made history as an NFC East division, where the Cowboys ran away with it, obviously 13-3. Then I think the Giants made it. I think they were 11-5. They lost to the Packers. That's the year Odell and them boys went to go party on the boat, and then they were warming up with no shirts on in pregame. And then we would have made it to the playoffs if Kirk Cousins was able to drive us down the field and win us the game versus the Giants. That was week 17. But he threw a pick to Antonio Cromartie, or Dominic Rogers Cromartie, my bad, and ended the game. It literally crushed my heart. I was so sad for, I would say, probably 2 weeks. Honestly, another memory I can remember is when we were cooking the Saints, guys. I know you guys remember that. We were cooking the Saints. Then they just came back. I literally cried. I have a picture of a tear in my eye in my Snapchat camera roll. I will post that in the story poll, in the community poll for you guys to see. I literally cried. We blew the lead versus the Saints, and I was so hurt, man. You guys don't understand. Like, we really had the chance to beat the Saints, and it was in New Orleans at that. So I was really hurt, man. I was so excited, and then we just let them come back and we lost. I know you guys remember that game. Now, let's talk about the very few high moments that we had. I would say probably 2016, when we beat the Raiders week 3, killed them on Sunday Night Football. Was it Monday Night Football? I think it was Sunday Night Football. It was most likely Sunday Night Football. Josh Norman was talking his trash. We held Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree to 1 catch each. And then after that, later down the season, we beat the Packers, blew them out on Sunday Night Football. So I guess there was some high moments. Then Tampa Bay, where we came back, we were down, I would say 24, and then we came back and won. That was really a high moment for the Redskins. Then 2012 season, when RG3 he turned up. Then I would say 2015, where when we made it down that stretch, 9-7, beat Philly for the division. That was a high moment. And then, the Green Bay game, where we started off hot, just how we started off hot in 2012, and we lost. So those are just some moments, and I just had to get that off my chest. I don't think it's going to affect the players. I really think they don't care, and I really think they're just ready for a new rebranding, just as the Washington Redskins fan base. Some of the Washington Redskins fan base, because there's some players that are really, or fans that are really tied into this brand and this name, which I was. But it's just like, why would I be tied into a brand that has caused me so much pain and hasn't brought me no wins So let's just restart fresh. Ain't like we're, losing the players or nothing, because we're not. So just start fresh. Start with something, new, and hopefully it corresponds to wins. As always, main boy One Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Redskins. And hail to all the DC sports teams. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Redskins, and comment down below how you feel about this video and the topic we talked about. Once again, it's main boy One Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Redskins. And oh yeah, before I forget, I will be going live with On the Warpath Sanchez 405 once again tomorrow, Monday actually. Tomorrow, Monday. Make sure you guys tune in. You guys killed it last stream. We had 270 viewers in the stream. Make sure you guys come through and show that much support even more this time. Let's try to aim for 300 people in the stream this time. We'll be going live at 6:15, so get there at 6 o'clock so we can get hyped about it, and we'll be talking a lot about this name and more stuff as far as tweets and stuff. We'll break it down, so make sure you guys, you don't want to miss that, and come ready with your questions, because I answer every question. I don't miss a question, because I really want to get you guys involved on the channel. As always, main boy One Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Redskins. I'm out. Peace.